to the Kopite podcast with your hosts Mick Moran and Jay Pearson.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Kopite podcast. We thought we'd throw a little video out there for you regarding the leaked images of the potential night kit for next season. It's that time of year again where leaked images are happening every week of potential kits, home, aways, goalies, third kits, you know, 4th, 5th, 7th, 10th kits. It happens all the time and it's quite an exciting time every year. I think it's extra special this year for two reasons. One, because it gives us something new to talk about given the current climate, but also as well the fact that it's Nike's first attempt at a Liverpool shirt. It's quite nerve-wracking for a lot of people because whenever we change kit manufacturers, it's always like this massive worry. There was a worry in the 90s when we changed from Adidas to Reebok. Some people think Reebok never got it right. Some people thought Warrior didn't get it right. Some people thought New Balance didn't get it right. I personally think New Balance did quite well over the last couple of years. And I'm quite excited to see what Nike can deliver over the next however long the deal is. But obviously a lot of you will have seen the leaked image over the last 24 hours of the potential of the new kit for next year. Now, I think it's nailed on of what it's going to look like now in these images because they've surfaced quite a bit over the last couple of weeks. And it's usually around about this time where you sort of see that you can tell it's going to be the real one, let's face it. So the image that came out yesterday was a little bit dark, a little bit grainy and stuff like that. So it sort of didn't give a real feel for what the kit actually was. And I've known that for years because I'm a massive kit fan. I'm an addict when it comes to it, really. I love the idea of a football kit and the designs and what people can come up with. So I knew that photograph didn't do the kit justice. But today there's been some new images leaked of what look like silhouettes of what you'd use on a website if you're going to order the product. And these look a lot better in terms of colours, the collar, everything about it. So if we delve into it a little bit, the collar is green. And I'm made up because the entire shirt looks a bit of a throwback to this shirt. Now this shirt was 1993 to 95, back when it was 2 years for every home shirt, and I absolutely love this shirt. This is my favourite home shirt we've ever had. A little bit obviously on the bias side of that because I'm born in 85, grew up in the 90s, so these kits, you know, have got a lot of memory for me. Whereas regard you look at the kits back in the 80s, obviously I didn't associate myself with them. But for me personally, I love this kit. So for this Nike one to potentially a throwback to this, I'm perfectly happy with it. I know there's a lot of people out there that aren't happy with it, but let's face it, a lot of people weren't happy with the Paisley shirt that came out last year. People hated it initially. Why don't the stripes go all the way up? But at the end of the day, we won some. Well, touch wood, we potentially won something in it. So the kit means a lot. I don't think Nike have done too bad of a job on the home kit if this is actual one. I love the fact that they've kept the silhouette alive above the LFC underneath. I love the Nike swoosh on there. I'm a little bit disappointed that the Nike lettering isn't above the swoosh, but I know that's usually for third and away kits anyway, so I'm sure that'll be on the away kit anyway. Love the Hillsborough logo on the back. Again, I think that's a great thing that New Balance added in, and I'm glad that's carried on. And I love the colour. We haven't gone bright red again, just even though we're changing kit manufacturer, we stayed with the deep red. And I think that's something that we've enjoyed a lot over the last couple of years. I think the 17-18 kit was absolutely phenomenal, and it was one of the biggest selling kits we've ever had, if not the biggest selling, I'm sure it was, and it was stunning. And I think because that was a throwback to the 70s and 80s, I think that's what everyone loved about it. It was a gorgeous red with the white collar, the white cuffs. I think it really stood out, and I think that's what a lot of people love is the story behind the kit as well. And I personally like it. I think the Paisley one was a really nice touch, especially for the 84 cup winning kit. Sort of as a hint of that as well for Fagan era and stuff. But I think that was a really nice tribute to Bob Paisley in it, and the kit looked really good, and we've won some trophies in it, and you know it's stunning kit, and I think everyone loves it now. The kit we wore in Madrid, I wasn't a massive fan of, I'll be honest. When that first came out, I wasn't too sure about the collar or anything like that. But we won something in it, so the kit's significant to me now, and I will always like that kit. But I wear it every day, probably not. But it's a nice shirt because we won our 6th European Cup in it. But like I said, the night kit now, I think it is definitely going to be the images that we've seen. I just love it because it's a throwback to this shirt, and we all know the idea of having Nike is all about money at the end of the day, and we know Nike have thrown out some really, really good kits over the years, and they've thrown out some shit. Let's face it, every kit has looked quite similar with Nike over the years, and that's the one worry that we've all had. Now, we've all been spoken about how this is a template for the Portugal shirt and all that sort of stuff, and there is a generic Nike template that they are going to use. I just really hope that the collar and the colours and everything is quite significant to us as a football club, because I can't be arsed looking at another shirt and thinking that was just us. I mean, if you look back to 06, 07, the Adidas shirt with the collar, where we went to Athens in it, that was the exact same shirt as the Chelsea home kit, but we had a collar and they didn't. And the away version of our shirt, the yellow and red one, was the home shirt but different colours. So it gets frustrating, those sorts of things, and that's why I think we all love New Balance, because every kit was different. But the one thing you've got to remember about this sort of stuff is you've got to get the home shirt right. I think that's imperative no matter what manufacturer, because it's the one that is most popular, it's one that everybody buys, and that's the shirt you need to get right. I personally think Nike have got it right, because it's quite simplistic. I'm biased because it's a throwback to this jersey, and this is my favourite one. But again, a lot of people are not going to like it. But again, not a lot of people like 17, 18. And then it grew on them and they adored it. And, you know, it happens every season. You're going to have your opinion, you're not. If you want to play with a kit, play with the away shirt, play with the third shirt. And I think that's exactly what Nike are going to do. I think Nike, over the last couple of years, have got these shirts for aways and third kits spot on. My personal favourite is this one. Oh, look at that. I love this jersey. Because it's different. There's a variety of colours in there as well. But particularly I love the Nike lettering above the swoosh. That's important to me personally because I love the 80s and I love how retro it looks and stuff, and they fit really well. The cuffs are great, the collar's great, and you know the variety of colour in there is fantastic. And I think the Barcelona away or third shirt, the black one with the gold or the pink, it was really nice. Inter Milan's away was good. Atletico's was gorgeous. So I think Nike are going to be really good at doing thirds and second shirts. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they bring out for us, because at the end of the day, if you're going to play about with kit designs, play around with the away ones, obviously, play around with the third kits, because we don't care about them. I mean, we do in a way, don't we? But that's a chance to wear something different instead of red, red, red all the time. And again, people are going to have their opinions on those shirts. I mean, not a lot of people liked this one when it came out in '96. Everybody was a bit, what's this? Now, this is my favourite away shirt ever from 1996. I absolutely love this shirt, and I really hope at some point over the next decade that we get a throwback to this as well, because I absolutely love this shirt. For those of you that don't know, it's a crew, it's not cream, so fuck off. Other throwback jerseys that you've had from away days is this one from 17-18. This shirt was, for me, it looked a bit like the very first shirt we ever wore. With the quadrants, which was white and blue, but for me this one is also the 95-96 away jersey. You'll remember it as the 96 Cup final, and you'll remember it as Robbie Fowler banging 2 goals at Old Trafford. So I like that personally because it is a throwback to that jersey, and I do like stuff when we revisit our old days. But like I said, Nike can play around with the third kit, they can play around with the away kit, no problem. For me, hopefully it has this type of logo, because I just think this sets it off really well. Similar to what Arsenal had in the mid to late 90s, they had the Nike shirt and it had the Nike lettering and the Nike swoosh on it as well. So I think that just works really, really well. So the new red shirt for us would be perfect if it had the Nike lettering above it. But the reason why I love, obviously I'm going back to it again, is because I love this jersey. Look at that, it's back on. You've got to think about the red and the green and the white and the way it mixes, and that's why it's such a throwback to this jersey. And I do think that Nike have got it right, but again, people are going to have their opinions on it, and it is what it is at the end of the day. The kit's going to come out, we're all probably going to buy it eventually anyway, we're all probably going to end up falling in love with it. Let's just hope that we win a trophy in the thing. There's a really cool image going around of Trent with the jersey, but he's got the Premier League goal patch on it, so it just sets it off really nice. And I think personally, like I said at the beginning of the video, it is going to be the one. Footy Headlines have released the images, and they usually 9 times out of 10 they don't get them wrong, so they've done quite well. And Watch LFC did the HD ones for us today, so we appreciate that off you guys. And yeah, let us know what you think about it. You know, at the end of the day, everyone has their opinion on jerseys, and there's been a foray of Liverpool kits that no one's liked. Like I said, no one liked that one when it first came out. No one liked the Netto shirt when that came out. But, you know, you look back at it now, and I love it because it brings back good memories and stuff. And if you win stuff in them shirts, then, you know, it's who cares at the end of the day? It's just a football shirt, but we win trophies in them. Look at the treble season. People didn't really like that Reebok one with the white stripes all the way down. The collar was a bit of a mess. The badge was tiny. Everything about it just looked off. But we treasure that shirt because we won the treble in it. So people didn't like this one. We've become world champions in this jersey, and it's absolutely famous now. And people didn't like. Well, me personally, I didn't like last season's home shirt, but we won the league. Nearly, we won the Champions League in it. So, like I said, at the end of the day, everyone's gonna have an opinion on it. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I do think that this is going to be the one, but let us know your thoughts. Let's see if you like it, and then when Nike bring out the away one and the third kit, we'll do another video on that. But yeah, let's just see if they come out in the future, and let's wait for confirmation, because I'm sure over the next couple of weeks there'll be official confirmation now of that being the kit. But again, let's just wait till they see. But yeah, let us know in the comments what you think, and we'll talk to you soon.